What's up, guys? Liam here, Banter Bets and BPL. Back for game week 4 of the Premier League season, and man, did we ever end off on a high note last time out. The break came at the wrong time for us and the bettors that are riding with me, because I had my best betting weekend ever. Up $125, hit everything except for the $5 punt on Arsenal to beat Man City, hit all the other bets, like 8 other bets, and it just ended up being a perfect weekend. So that catapults us back up into the green for the season, and we're looking to keep rolling. Let's get into it. I must admit, I don't like this slate as much as the last time, so I don't have as many bets. So kind of taking it easy, trying to consolidate what we built, the empire we built up last weekend. So here we go. I'm taking Norwich to beat Arsenal on Saturday. You can't bet on Arsenal. And as a matter of fact, betting against Arsenal at this moment in time seems to be the way to go. I know Norwich haven't won yet either, but Arsenal are playing so bad and are so weak mentally at the moment that you just feel like if Norwich can have some good moments, start strongly like they have done in a couple games this season, that they can get after them and Arsenal could just crumble. Their defense is a bunch of championship players. So Norwich is really good in the championship, so that's a good match. And I feel like it's worth a $5 punt on Norwich, and I feel like we're going to bet against Arsenal until they show us, a couple good games in a row. Little 1-star play on that. Southampton, West Ham. I usually do this when the draw is pretty high on a matchup that I think is pretty even. Obviously, I think West Ham are better, but they're the away team. The draw is 3.5. I'm going with the draw in that game. 1-star, $5 play on that. Same thing, 1-star, $5 play on Watford at home to Wolves. I think Wolves have been impressive in pretty much, maybe impressive isn't the right word because they haven't scored a goal yet, but they've looked solid. They've looked decent in a lot of in all their games. They've played some tough teams, Leicester, Tottenham, Manchester United. They've stayed in those games. So I think Wolves will stay in this one, but they haven't scored yet. And Jimenez does not quite look the same player as pre-injury, very understandable. And if Jimenez isn't the same player, he's not the one scoring, then I don't think anyone is. They just signed this Korean guy who had like 1 goal. He's a striker who had 1 goal, or a forward at least. I was reading about him online. He's a forward with like 1 goal and 28 performances. 28 appearances last season. So that's not going to help them out. That's just another Fabio Silva, another forward who can't score for them. So I think Watford at home. I know Watford looked pretty bad against Brighton following up that opening day game against Villa, but they're back at home here. 3.4, pretty decent number for a team that's at home against a team who hasn't scored yet this season. So $5 on Watford there at 3.4, some good plus money. Now, this is my first chalk parlay of the season. 2-star, $10 play, just on a simple Man City Liverpool parlay. I'm a little more worried about Liverpool at Leeds. Leeds always plays the big teams well, except for United, really. But, I think Leeds are capable of scoring on Liverpool, but Liverpool kind of grind out these type of games. I think they're good enough to get it done. The number at 1.7 is pretty good for Liverpool. And we haven't really seen a ton, I think Leeds are obviously still good, but we haven't seen amazing performance from them yet this season. So we're going to roll with Liverpool. City, I think, they're going to roll after 5-0 last time out. Leicester have looked very shaky in defense this season. So I think that City get the job done there. $10 pays 26.71. So if I can take 2 good teams to beat 2 worse teams, simple as it sounds, I know they're away. And we're getting plus money. I like that parlay. 2-star play on Everton. This scares me because this is typically the last situation you want to bet Everton in, when they're at home and they're a favorite. So, I'm almost even talking myself out of this at this point, but they've looked good this season. Rafa's a good manager. I think he'll have them ready. Burnley, a little frisky, but not enough, I don't think. Everton should get the job done here. I promise if they don't win this game, then I will never again bet them at home. At least never as a favorite. So let's go with Everton, and either we win the bet or we get it completely out of our system. We're never going back to that well. $10 and Everton pays out 17, by the way. They're 1.7. This one I was looking at, and I can't help but go with Tottenham. $10, 2-star play on Tottenham. I know Palace were good to get a draw last time out. They've signed Edouard, who should help them up front. But Tottenham are 3 from 3. They haven't done it, they haven't really, been playing free-flowing football. They haven't set the world on fire in any of their games, but they've got some solid wins. I don't like Palace this season. I am impressed with Tottenham's defense. I think they keep it tight. Palace isn't the most free-scoring team to begin with, so this just could be another 1-0, maybe a 2-1 or a 2-0. But Tottenham at even money, I think, is pretty good value here. So we put $10 on that to pay out 20. That's all for me. Brother Keegs, who apparently is too busy to make a 10-minute video, sent me his picks for the weekend, so we'll go through that. Looks like he's got $5 on draw Manchester United, halftime, full-time. $10 on, see, he sends these picks, and $10 on over 2.5 he does have it, in Southampton versus West Ham. Originally, he just sent me a picture of over 2.5, and that's all it says. But it looks like that's in the Southampton West Ham game, over 2.5 goals. West Ham to win and both teams to score. Tottenham to win and keep a clean sheet. Tottenham to win. $10 on that Tottenham win. $5 on the other two result/teams to score. West Ham, yes. Tottenham, no. $10 on Everton to win, so he's got Tottenham and Everton as well. Nice Keegs. And $5 on Brighton. He's a Brighton guy. It's not a bad bet, but I think it might be tough to beat Brentford on the road, who haven't who've been looking good so far. So there's Brother Keegs for you. And yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. Yeah. Best betting weekend of all time for me personally last weekend. Let's try and keep it rolling a little bit. Not feeling as great about this slate, to be honest. So we held back a little bit. Don't want to blow the fortune we've amassed, but good luck betting out there this weekend, and don't bet anything that you don't need.